So this is the state of gaming or tabletop gaming we're in right now. Original D&D designer blasts Paizo director's comments trying to push conservatives out of gaming as antisocial. So once again, this is what happens when you let the tourists take over. This is what you get. Instead of they want inclusivity and they want a safe space for everyone, unless you're a conservative, unless you're a conservative white male. That doesn't sound very diverse or inclusive, does it? Paizo came under scrutiny after one of their game designers implied Republicans conservatives should not be allowed to play their games. Now D&D creator Robert, I'm not even going to bother saying his last name because it's a word that YouTube doesn't like, despite the fact that it's a last name here and it's spelled different. I'm not even going to bother. I'm not even going to bother. We're just going to call him Mr. Robert. Axe creator Alexander Macris have responded by welcoming all gamers to their TTRPGs. Now, TT is for tabletop. Much of the tabletop RPG industry has a woke mind virus problem, highlighted in 2024 when Dungeons and Dragons came into the public eye after Wizards of the Coast senior designer Jason Tondro penned a forward to a history of the game trashing the original yeah, I remember. I think I talked about that. It was like a couple weeks ago, I think. And they were allowing this on their official Discord and all that, like allowing people to just bash, like, oh man, I'm so glad the original guy is dead, and blah. It's like, if it wasn't for that guy, you wouldn't have a Discord where you're openly free to saying such crap things, because it wouldn't exist. Pathfinder from Paizo Games was always seen as a major alternative to D&D, with the whole premise of the game being a revision to edition 3.5 of the game, when the 4th edition of D&D upset players with radical changes to the gameplay. Unfortunately, the company has historically been more woke than Wizards of the Coast, pushing extreme leftist identity politics for a long time through pronouns in their games and worse. Paizo's director of games, Jason Bowman, came into gamers' attention when a post of his from the 2024 election went viral, attacking JD Vance. If Vance has played Pathfinder, I want him to send his books back. No space for fascists in our game. I'm sorry, which one's the fascist here? The ones trying to shut down political opponents and silence speech? That's the fascist thing. You, sir, are the fascist. You, sir, are the very thing you claim to be fighting against. And that's normally the case. That's normally the case here. They are the very thing that they're supposedly opposing. The implication is that the vice president and everyone who supports him is a fascist, and someone shouldn't be allowed to play Paizo games. An insane marketing move for his position in the company, where half of the company now feels ostracized and hated by the Paizo company. Yeah. I mean, great business there, buddy. Just keep opening your fucking mouth. We've seen how well that goes for other people who come out and like, oh, I wish nothing but misfortune for Donald Trump and all his supporters. Yeah, well, it's clearly worked out for those people. Let's see how well it works out for you, you fucking shithead. Several gamers wrote to Paizo in protest, and the company and Jason Bowman personally have been blocking players on Twitter who are voicing their frustrations because they don't care. It's not about being welcoming, like they say. It's not about diversity. It's not about inclusivity. It's about one side. And these people are just fucking cowards. Instead of allowing the discussion and the criticism, they like to hide like the little fucking pussies that they are. while they call everyone the fascist. While they're the ones silencing the free speech, they want to call everyone else a fascist. Um, adding fuel to the fire and the perception that the company hates conservative gamers and doesn't want them to play their games. All conservatives then don't play the game then. Hit them where it hurts, their wallets. Because they're wasting all this money to create this game. Well, you don't have to play it. Whether it be tabletop games or video games, hit them where it hurts. Just go after their wallets. Their hearts, Osborne. First we attack their hearts. No. With your wallets. Hit them in their wallets. These people want to go after individuals because they voted a certain way. Okay. Well, we don't have to play your shitty fucking game. We don't have to play your shitty game. We don't have to play your shitty tabletop game. So you want to waste... I mean, you have to pay your employees, right? You're not going to do that with only like 5% of people playing now. So maybe change your marketing strategy. Original Dungeons and Dragons designer Mr. Robert, replied on the topic saying no game company before TSR itself, or those after TSR up until this point, has ever indicated that only select players are welcome to partake in and enjoy a game. Gaming is the last bastion in culture of the common folk, and to suggest that all folk are not welcome in a historically neutral social construct is as dangerous as it is perplexingly antisocial. Again, these people are the ones who want to call you the fascist while they're the ones censoring the free speech. They're the ones who engage in very fascist acts that they say that you're engaging in. As much as Paizo and companies like to signal they're diverse and inclusive, it becomes obvious that they don't hold those values. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. They're not about inclusivity. They're not about welcoming. They want people. They want it to be an echo chamber, just like every other gaming company. They want it to be an echo chamber of people who think like them. Alexander Makris, a game designer famous for his Axe system and Ascendant RPG, also chimed in with, haven't you people ever heard of closing the goddamn door? No, it's much better to face those kinds of things with a sense of poison rationality. I chime in. You people ever heard of? Gamers of all political persuasions are invited to play Axe 2. Whether you've sided with the optimates or populares, blues or greens. So yeah, I mean, that's how it's supposed to be. It's a place where people with different backgrounds can come together and not look at each other in a sense of different backgrounds or being different or having, where you're all the same. You're all human beings coming together to play this game. But no, you have freaking ass clowns like this in every type of gaming company calling you the fascists when they are, in fact, the fascist ones. It appears as if woke has overstepped once again in trying to exclude too many people from tabletop RPGs. And Paizo is paying a hefty public relations price when they come to when they could just apologize. They're not. They're not. They're not going to apologize. They never do. And if they do, they're going to sit there with their little fucking ukulele and they're going to give some half-assed apology. These tabletop gaming, just gaming, it's for everyone. You don't, it doesn't matter your skin color, your gender, your political affiliation. And that's why that stuff should be left out of these games. So that way it can bring people together and you don't have to worry about people, oh my God, that's triggering and my anxiety. No, it's the same rules for everyone. It's going to be the same experience for everyone. Just be welcoming. But coming out and saying, oh, well, you ugly, nasty conservatives, we don't want you here. And then blocking people who call you out. And then you want to call other people fascists. Do these people even hear themselves half the time? But I know a lot of you have said that you've played, you know, whether it be D&D or some, you know, other games, even if they're not table, like card games like Magic the Gathering, stuff like that, where you've seen more and more of this kind of behavior of these companies pushing out specific people, specific groups of people, while also saying that they want to be inclusive. So it's modern gaming, guys. Modern gaming. This is the modern gaming that we're talking about, where they don't want straight white conservative men playing their games. But they're not the fascist ones. They're not the fascist ones. It's the conservative white men. It's always the conservative white men. But modern gaming, what do you expect? Anyway, that's going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.